I thought I'd won the lottery with my fiancé, but at his family's gala, his mom doused me with champagne, snarling, "Pay $150,000 to join this family, you gold-digging nobody." He smirked. I smiled back, heart shattered, and said, "Good. I'm pulling my firm's $2 million contract with your empire. Here's how I got my revenge. I'm Ava Kendrick, 29, and I clawed my way from a cramped studio apartment in Cleveland to CEO of a tech startup specializing in AI-driven logistics solutions. No trust fund, no connections, just me, a laptop, and 80-hour work weeks. I don't say this to flex. I say it because people like my fiancé's family think I'm some charity case who lucked into success. They're dead wrong. I met Lucas Harper through a mutual vendor at a Chicago Tech Expo 3 years ago. He was all charm, sharp suit, sharper smile, with a laid-back confidence that screamed Silicon Valley royalty. He ran a venture capital firm, came from old money, and had a knack for making me feel like I belonged in his world. We clicked instantly, trading late-night texts about startup pitches and bad sci-fi movies. After 2 years, we were living together in a sleek downtown loft, planning a future. He proposed last spring under a starlit sky in Napa Valley. Just us and a bottle of wine. I thought I'd found my equal, my ride or die. I was so naive. Lucas always dodged questions about his family, calling them old school and a bit much. I figured they were just quirky rich folks. Maybe they'd quiz me on wine vintages or bore me with yacht stories. I was ready. I'd faced down condescending investors and hostile boardrooms. I could handle a few snobs. So when Lucas invited me to their annual family gala in Aspen, I packed my best dress and my confidence. We flew in on a snowy Friday night, landing at their estate, a sprawling chalet that looked like it belonged in a Bond villain's lair. Crystal chandeliers, mahogany walls, staff in crisp uniforms gliding like ghosts. His dad, Gerald, gave me a handshake so limp I thought he was trolling. His mom, Vivian, sized me up like I was a knockoff purse at a flea market. I smiled through it. I'm good at that. Dinner was a minefield. Vivian knocked back martinis like they were water, firing off questions that were really insults. "So, Ava, you tinker with computers? How quaint. Did your parents work in retail?" Lucas chuckled softly, like it was all a big joke, but he didn't correct her. I kept my cool, answering with the polished calm I'd honed in pitch meetings. I'd dealt with worse, like the time a VC asked if I was the diversity hire in my own company. But then the main course arrived, and the night took a nosedive into chaos. Vivian stood, glass raised, her eyes locked on me like a predator. "To disinfect a gold-digging nobody!" she spat, and flung her champagne in my face. The room froze. Cold liquid dripped down my chin, soaking my dress. My skin burned with humiliation. I waited for Lucas to explode, to defend me, to do something. But he didn't. He smirked, actually smirked, like his mom's cruelty was a cute family tradition. My chest tightened, rage and betrayal clawing at my ribs. Vivian wasn't done. "Pay $150,000 if you want to marry my son," she sneered. "That's the price to join this family." The guests, dozens of elite strangers, stared, some whispering, others stifling laughs. I was a spectacle, a punchline. I wiped my face with a napkin, hands trembling, and stood. My voice was steady, but inside, I was screaming. "Thank you, Vivian," I said, locking eyes with her. "You just made my decision easy. As of Monday, my firm's terminating our $2 million contract with your company." The color drained from her face. You see, Vivian's family business, a luxury hotel chain, was one of my firm's biggest clients. We'd signed a deal 6 months ago to overhaul their logistics system, a project worth $2 million over 2 years. My team was knee-deep in phase 1, but our contract had an escape clause, and I knew it like the back of my hand. I could walk away, no penalties, no questions asked. Vivian's smirk vanished, replaced by a flicker of panic. Lucas finally snapped out of his daze. "Ava, wait, you can't," he stammered, but I cut him off. "I can, and I will," I said, my voice like steel. "If you think it's funny to watch your mom degrade me, we're done." I grabbed my coat and stormed out, snow crunching under my heels, the sting of champagne still fresh on my skin. I drove away from that Aspen chalet, heart hammering, snow blurring through my tears. The road was a slick ribbon of ice, winding through dark pines, each curve daring me to lose control. My phone buzzed. Lucas, calling, texting, begging. "Ava, please, let's talk." I ignored it. My chest burned with betrayal. His smirk seared into my brain. How could he laugh? How could he stand there, silent, while his mother turned me into a circus act? I'd built my life from nothing, fought for every scrap of respect, and he let her strip it away like it was nothing. I pulled into a gas station, the neon sign flickering like my resolve. I needed air. I needed to scream. Back in Cleveland, I locked myself in my loft, the city's skyline mocking me through floor-to-ceiling windows. My team was waiting for answers. Monday loomed like a guillotine. Terminating Vivian's contract wasn't just personal, it was a gamble. My firm, Kinetic AI, was solid but not untouchable. Dropping a $2 million deal could spook investors, make my team question my judgment. But I couldn't back down, not after that champagne-soaked humiliation. I called my COO, Mara, at 2 a.m. "We're pulling the Harper contract," I said. Voice low, steady. She didn't hesitate. "Good. They don't deserve us." Mara knew my story, knew the nights I'd slept on a couch to afford server fees, the clients I'd won by outworking everyone. She'd seen me cry exactly once when we landed our first seven-figure deal. She got it. By Sunday, I'd drafted the termination letter, every word a blade. Due to irreconcilable differences in business values, I smirked, imagining Vivian's face when it hit her inbox. My lawyer, Sam, reviewed it, grinning. "This is airtight, Ava. You're torching their bridge, and they know it." I sent it at 9 a.m., Monday. By noon, my phone was a war zone. Vivian's assistant left voicemails, her tone tight, professional, but desperate. "Miss Kendrick, please, reconsider. The Harper Group values your partnership." I deleted them. Then Lucas showed up at my door, eyes bloodshot, tie loose, like he'd run straight from a boardroom. "Ava, you're killing me," he said, voice cracking. "This is my family's legacy." I stared, cold. "You should have thought of that before you laughed." He pushed past me into the loft, pacing like a caged animal. "My mom was out of line, okay? She's always been intense, but you don't get it. She controls everything. My trust fund, my job, my life." His voice broke, and for a second I saw the boy behind the polished veneer, trapped under Vivian's thumb. I almost softened. Almost. "Lucas," I said, slow, deliberate, "you watched her humiliate me. You laughed. That's not love. That's cowardice." His face crumpled, but I didn't stop. "I'm not your redemption arc. Get out." He froze, then left, the door clicking shut like a gunshot. I sank to the floor, sobbing, the weight of 3 years crashing down. I'd loved him. God, I'd loved him. Tuesday brought chaos. Vivian herself called, her voice dripping with fake contrition. "Ava, darling, I was drunk. A silly misunderstanding. Let's renegotiate." I laughed, bitter, and hung up. By Wednesday, rumors hit the industry blogs. Kinetic AI drops Harper Group in shocking move. My inbox flooded. Clients, competitors, even a nosy reporter. My team rallied, but I saw their worry. Had I gone too far? Then a bombshell. Mara burst into my office, eyes wide. "Check your email. Now." It was an anonymous tip sent from a burner account. "Check Harper Group's financials. They're hiding debt. Your contract was their lifeline." My pulse raced. Was this real? I called Sam. "Dig into it," I told him, quietly. He nodded, already on his laptop. By Friday, he had proof. Harper Group was drowning in $10 million of undisclosed debt. My contract was their Hail Mary to stabilize cash flow for a big expansion. I'd just yanked their parachute. A savage thrill shot through me. Revenge tasted. Sharp. Electric. But Lucas wasn't done. Saturday night, he texted, "Meet me. One last chance. I'm not my mother." Against my better judgment, I agreed. We met at a dive bar, all sticky tables and dim lights. He looked different, rumpled, raw, no longer the golden boy. "I quit the firm," he said, sliding a resignation letter across the table. "I told her she's done controlling me. I want you, Ava, not her." My heart twisted. Was he serious? Or was this another Harper game? I stared at Lucas across the sticky bar table, his resignation letter crumpled under my fingers. Was he for real? Quit his mom's empire? My heart pounded, half with hope, half with rage. He'd laughed while I drowned in champagne. How dare he think a piece of paper fixed that? "You think this changes anything?" I snapped, voice sharp as glass. His eyes pleaded, but I wasn't buying it. Not yet. The bar smelled of cheap beer and regret, neon signs buzzing like my thoughts. Lucas leaned forward, voice low. "Ava, I was weak. I panicked. but I'm done being her puppet. His hands shook, and for a second, I saw a man breaking free. Or was it an act? I'd trusted him once, built a life around him, and he'd let Vivian shred me in front of Aspen's elite. Why now, Lucas? I demanded. Why not when your mom turned me into her punchline? He flinched, shame flickering across his face. Because I was scared, he admitted. She's controlled me forever, but losing you, that's worse. I wanted to believe him. God, I did, but my skin still burned from that champagne, my pride still bled from his smirk. I stood, tossing the letter back. Prove it, I said, walking out into Cleveland's chilly night. My phone buzzed. Mara, with an update. Sam's digging had uncovered more. Harper Group's debt wasn't just $10 million, it was $15 million hidden through shell companies. My contract was their last hope to fool investors. I laughed, bitter, ironic. They thought they could buy me? Me? Monday hit like a freight train. Industry blogs were ablaze. Harper Group on brink of collapse? My inbox was a war zone. Clients asking if I'd tank their golden goose. Competitors sniffing for blood. Vivian emailed, her tone no longer syrupy. Ava, you're making a mistake. Meet me. We can fix this. Fix this? She'd humiliated me, and now her empire was crumbling because I'd walked away. Irony tasted so sweet. I didn't reply. Instead, I called a team meeting. We're doubling down, I told my crew, voice steady despite the chaos in my chest. New clients. No more Harpers. They cheered, but I saw their nerves. Had I bet too big? Then a twist I didn't see coming. Tuesday night, my doorbell rang. I opened it to find Gerald, Lucas's dad, standing there in a rumpled suit, looking like he'd aged a decade. Ava, he said, voice gravelly. Vivian's out of control. She's tanking the company to spite you. What? I blinked, shock rooting me to the spot. She's firing board members, canceling deals, blaming you for everything, he continued. I need your help. Help? From me? The gold digging? Nobody? I almost laughed in his face. Why should I care? I asked, crossing my arms. He sighed, defeated. Because Lucas loves you, and I think you're the only one who can stop her. I shut the door, heart racing. Gerald's words echoed. Lucas loves you? Did he? Or was this another Harper trap? I poured a glass of wine, hands trembling, and called Mara. Gerald Harper just showed up, I said, voice tight. Says Vivian's imploding. Mara whistled. That family's a circus, Ava. What's your move? I didn't know. Stay out of it? Or dive in and twist the knife? By Wednesday, Sam sent proof. Vivian was indeed sabotaging her own company, rejecting rescue, deals to teach me a lesson. Insane. Her pride was worth more than her legacy? I felt a surge of power mixed with dread. This was bigger than me now. Thursday, Lucas texted. Dinner. Just us. I'm begging. I agreed against every screaming instinct. We met at a quiet Italian place, all candlelight and soft jazz. He looked broken, eyes hollow. I'm moving to Seattle, he said. Starting over. No family money, just me. My jaw dropped. Seattle? Now? I want you with me, Ava, he said, voice cracking. But I know I don't deserve it. My heart twisted. Anger, love, pain colliding. Could I trust him? Should I? The waiter hovered, oblivious to the bomb he'd just dropped. I needed air. I needed time. I needed revenge. I left that Italian restaurant, Lucas's words, Seattle, start over, churning like a storm in my head. Trust him? Never! His smirk still haunted me. Vivian's champagne still stung. Why was I even considering it? Cleveland's streets blurred. Past neon lights mocking my indecision. My phone buzzed. Mara, frantic. Ava! Vivian's gone rogue! She's leaking lies to the press! What? My blood boiled. This wasn't over. Back in my loft, I opened my laptop, heart pounding. Tech blogs screamed, Kinetic AI's Ava Kendrick sabotages Harper Group out of spite. Lies. Vivian claimed I'd faked their debt, breached contract, and tanked their stock to settle a personal grudge. Personal? She doused me. In champagne. My phone rang, clients panicking, threatening to pull accounts. My team was spooked, investors circling like sharks. I slammed my fist on the desk. How dare she? I'd built Kinetic from nothing, and she thought she could bury me? Irony burned. Her empire was crumbling, so she'd burn mine too. I called Sam, voice shaking. Sue her. Defamation, now. He was already on it, digging through Vivian's leaks. Ava, she's sloppy, he said, excited. Her emails contradict public records. We've got her. Good. But the damage was spreading. Social media exploded. Ava the gold digger trending. Strangers called me a hustler, a fraud. My inbox filled with hate. You'll pay nobody. I laughed, manic. Pay? I'd make her pay. Mara stormed in, eyes blazing. We fight back, Ava. Press conference tomorrow. I nodded, adrenaline surging. Time to swing. Friday dawned chaotic. My team prepped a statement, every word a dagger. At noon, I faced cameras in a sleek black suit, heart hammering, but face calm. Vivian Harper's lies are desperate, I said, voice steady. Her company's debt is real. $15 million, hidden for years. I ended our contract because I don't work with liars. Gasps rippled through reporters. I dropped proof, financials Sam had uncovered, airtight. Questions? I asked, smirking. They went wild. By evening, a Vivian lies trended. Harper. Group's stock plummeting. Revenge felt electric. But Lucas blindsided me. He showed up at my office, unshaven, desperate. Ava, stop! You're destroying my family. Destroying? Me? Your mom started this, I yelled, fury spilling over. She humiliated me, lied to the world, and you're defending her? He grabbed my shoulders, eyes wet. I'm not. I'm begging you. Let me fix it. I'm meeting her tonight. Come with me. What? Face Vivian? Now? My stomach lurched. Was this a trap or my chance to end her? Why should I trust you? I hissed. He swallowed hard. Because I'm done losing you. Against every instinct, I went. We met Vivian at her downtown penthouse, a sterile shrine of wealth. Marble floors, art worth millions, her martini glass trembling in her hand. She looked smaller, eyes bloodshot, but her sneer was intact. Ava, she spat, you've ruined everything. Ruined? I laughed cold. You did that yourself, Vivian. Your lies, your debt, your pride. She lunged, glass raised like she'd throw it again. Lucas stepped between us, voice thunder. Enough, Mom! You're done! My jaw dropped. He'd never stood up to her. She froze, stunned. Sit! Lucas growled, pointing to a chair. She obeyed, deflated. He turned to me, voice softer. Ava, I'm sorry. For the Gala, for everything. I'm cutting ties with her permanently. My heart raced. Was this real? Vivian whimpered. Lucas, you can't. He ignored her, pulling out papers, legal documents, severing his role in Harper Group, his trust fund, all of it. I'm starting over, he said, eyes locked on mine. With or without you. I couldn't breathe. Trust him? Risk it all again? The room spun, tension choking me. Vivian's penthouse felt like a cage, her defeated slump clashing with the glittering wealth around us. Lucas's papers, his freedom from her, lay on the table, a guillotine for her control. My heart screamed, believe him, but my scars whispered, fool me twice? I stood frozen, torn between love and rage. Could I trust him? After his smirk, his silence? My chest ached, betrayal still raw. Vivian's eyes darted, venomous. You think you've won, Ava? She hissed, voice slurring. You're nothing, a nobody who got lucky. Lucky? I laughed, sharp, bitter. I built my empire while you hid millions in debt. Who's the nobody now? Her face twisted, a mask of fury and fear. Lucas grabbed her arm. Stop it, Mom, he roared. You've lost. I blinked, shocked. He was choosing me? Now? My pulse raced, hope and doubt colliding like a car crash. I stepped closer, voice low, lethal. Vivian, your lies are done. The world knows your debt, your schemes. Your stock's crashing, your board's abandoning you. How's that feel? She flinched, eyes wet, but I wasn't done. You thought you could buy me? Humiliate me? I'm not your pawn. Her martini glass slipped, shattering on the marble. The sound echoed, a perfect snapshot of her fall. Lucas stared, pale. Ava, he whispered, let's go. But I couldn't move, not yet. This was my moment. Then a scream from the hall, Gerald, bursting in, face red. Vivian, you idiot, the board's voting you out. What? My jaw dropped. Her own husband? Turning on her? You've bankrupted us, he yelled, waving a tablet showing stock charts plummeting. Vivian collapsed into a chair, sobbing. It's her fault, she pointed at me, voice breaking. She ruined us! Ruined? I laughed, manic. You poured champagne on me! You started this war! The room spun, emotions raw, anger, triumph, pity. Lucas grabbed my hand, eyes desperate. Ava, I'm done with this. I'm done with her. Come to Seattle, please. Seattle? Start over? My heart lurched. I wanted to scream yes, to fall into him, but his laugh at the gala still echoed. Could I forgive that? Why should I? I demanded, tears burning. You let me burn! He dropped to his knees, actually knelt, voice cracking. I was weak. I'm not anymore. I love you. My breath caught. Love or guilt? I pulled away, shaking. I need time, Lucas. I stormed out, Cleveland's night air biting my skin. My phone buzzed. Mara, texting. Press conference killed it. Clients are back. Relief flooded me, but my heart was a battlefield. I'd won against Vivian. But Lucas, I didn't know. Back home, I paced my loft, city lights mocking my chaos. Then, a new email from an investor group. Interested in acquiring kinetic AI. 50 million what? My company? Sell now? My head spun. Triumph, fear, power. It was too much. I called Mara, voice trembling. They want to buy us. 50 million, she gasped. Ava, that's huge, but... Is it what you want? Want? I didn't know. Kinetic was my soul, built from sleepless nights and broken dreams. Selling felt like surrender, but keeping it meant more fights, more Vivians. I sank onto my couch, tears falling. Had I won, or was I still running? Lucas's plea echoed. Seattle, a new life. Could I risk it all again? I sat on my couch, the $50 million offer glowing on my laptop screen. Sell kinetic? My heart screamed no. It was my blood, my fight, my proof I wasn't a nobody. But Lucas's plea, Seattle, a fresh start, clawed at me. Could I love him again? Trust him after his smirk? My phone buzzed. Lucas. Ava, I'm outside. What? My pulse spiked. Now? I opened the door and there he was, rain-soaked, eyes raw. Cleveland's storm raged behind him, lightning cracking like my nerves. I'm not giving up, he said, voice hoarse. I love you. I'll fight for you. Fight? Now he fights? Rage surged, but so did longing. You laughed, Lucas, I yelled, tears mixing with rain. You let her break me. He stepped closer, desperate. I was a coward. I'm not anymore. My chest heaved. Believe him? Or walk away? Then a car screeched up. Vivian stumbling out, mascara streaking. You witch! She screamed, pointing at me. You've destroyed us! Destroyed? I laughed, wild, unhinged. You did that, Vivian! Your lies! Your pride! She lunged, but Lucas blocked her, shouting, Enough! You're done controlling me! Vivian froze, gasping, then, shock! She clutched her chest and collapsed. Oh my God, a heart attack? Gerald leapt from the car, frantic, calling 911. I stood, numb, rain soaking me. Was this my fault? Paramedics swarmed, sirens blaring. Vivian was alive, barely. Lucas turned to me, face torn. Ava, I have to go with her. But I'm not choosing her. I'm choosing me. He handed me a key. My new place in Seattle. Come when you're ready. He left, ambulance lights fading into the storm. I clutched the key, shaking. Freedom, love, revenge. What did I want? Monday, I faced my team. Mara's eyes searched mine. The offer? She asked. I took a breath, heart pounding. We're not selling! Cheers erupted. Kinetic was mine. My legacy, not Vivian's ruin. I'd build it bigger, stronger, without her shadow. But Lucas? I stared at the key nightly, torn. Could he change? Did I still love him? Weeks passed, my firm soared. Vivian lies faded, and Harper Group filed for bankruptcy. Catharsis hit hard. I'd won. Then, a twist. A letter. Arrived, Lucas's handwriting. I'm in Seattle, building my own life. No trust funds, no lies. I'll wait, Ava. Always. My heart cracked open. I booked a flight. At his small Seattle apartment, he opened the door, stunned. You came? He whispered. I nodded, tears falling. No more games, Lucas. Just us. We kissed, rain outside echoing our first night. I'd rebuilt my empire, reclaimed my heart and chosen love. Not blind, but fearless. Vivian's empire was ashes. Mine was just beginning. And here it is, the finale of today's story. Did everything turn out as you imagined, or did it end unexpectedly? I'd love to hear what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's dive into the discussion together. If this story kept you in suspense, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? This is your chance to join an incredible community where exciting new stories unfold every day. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date. Thanks for your attention and see you on your new adventures.